Hello, this is a short video with some suggestions and invitations of ways that you can position yourself to meditate. Maybe don't. Well, I was about to say don't recommend this, but I mean this could be how you meditate. Maybe you are a face down, bum up kind of hun, and that's your comfort zone for meditation. Then please do. Not one of my suggestions yet, but I will show you now. So in meditation, when we kind of think about it, we really imagine that kind of yoga studio stock image of somebody sitting with stunning posture, a mudra of the hands. That's when you see these like finger poses, and they're sat like this, and it's very, very zen and very the way it's done. Yep, great. That is a way to do it. So just sitting cross-legged or lotus position can be a really nice way to meditate. There are different schools of meditation, and some of them do quite strictly say to observe one particular way. But, you know, you've got to find what works for you. So yes, sitting lotus position cross-legged is one. And with a lotus pose, so I'll just move this. I'm going to use my laptop camera for this. So just a lotus pose, it can look like this. You can have your hands down, you can have your hands resting up, you could have your hands on your tummy. That can be really nice if you're somebody who menstruates and you're not feeling 100%. You can have your hot water bottle here. You know, you're just finding your comfort level. If you're feeling quite vulnerable and quite emotional, which is a mood, sometimes it can feel quite nice just to start by rubbing your chest and then just resting your hands on your heart space, and that can feel like a little hug. That can feel really nice and connecting with that. You could also put your hands here. So this is your solar plexus, and energetically this is the space where all our connection to other people, we kind of feel it here, that kind of punch in the gut you feel when things haven't gone so well, or somebody's hurt your feelings. We can really feel it here and here. So one meditation that I'd like to do, it's one about imagining it as cords of light, or you can imagine it as tendrils, or however it works for you, and you kind of collect that all back into that solar plexus. So if you're feeling a little bit all over the place, if your job is maybe talking to other people and helping other people, it can be quite nice to have your hands here for a meditation, or maybe even lower in that lower abdomen where our creativity, our sexuality, and I do this little triangle of like, there's a meditation that I've posted, a moving meditation, and you think of this as energetically your life force. You know, all our bits that create other life, they're all hanging out down here, and maybe you want to connect to that. That can be a nice one if you are menstruating. You can put hands on your heart and a hand here. So all of these from the lotus position, you can be here. Did we do this yet? I can't remember, because I had to pause and go do a dog bath because the dog come back from walk, come back. But yeah, so lotus position, sitting like this. All the ways that you can do that if you do yoga or anything, and you've got these other ways of doing it, however works for you in this position. It might not be comfortable for you to do that. It might be more comfortable for you to bring your feet together, sitting like this. And props are great. So if you're going to be sitting for a while, maybe you've got some sofa cushions or some bed cushions. So I usually use quite a lot. You can prop yourself up. Does that feel better? Find what works for you. That can feel much nicer. And also placing that cushion underneath the tailbone. So if it feels a little bit uncomfortable, you could have all these cushions I've got. You just poke a little cushion just under your bum there, or you could be sitting on it, maybe a bit more height than that. So lots of cushions. what works for you. Really find what works for you. And maybe lying down works. I know when I did my meditation teacher training, it was kind of not seen as a negative, but like not recommended to lay down. But we all need to find what works for us. So if our moment of mindfulness is laying flat on our backs, then please find that position. So you could be just lying in bed as you do. You could be, look at me doing a video of telling you how to get comfy, but it's important. It's important for you. So again, we have the cushions for seated. You could take that lying down. So this is my favourite. I did a meditation retreat last year before the world went cuckoo caca poo poo pants, and I actually just couldn't do the seated meditation all day. It wasn't right for my body. It wasn't good. So what I ended up doing for quite a lot of that is I had a folded blanket for my head, so it was quite thin. I had all the cushions like this, and I spent the whole time, so my feet were like this. I don't know if you can see, so like this kind of position. I like to call this the reclining frog, and this is like my optimal position. So if I ever do a recorded guided meditation or a yoga nidra, which is the yoga when you kind of take some rest, this is my go-to pose. It feels great for me. I get a lot of pain in my lower back. I have sciatica, I have endometriosis, I have all this stuff going on here and round here. So this is just a beautiful opening pose for me. I'm not a yoga instructor or any kind of medical professional, so do what works for you and that is safe. And if you do have any medical diagnosis or anything, just double check. Or if you're doing some online yoga at the moment, or you've got a yoga teacher you could check in with for some rest poses, and then I recommend going to those professionals. These are all just suggestions. There is of course like a shavasana, like that corpse pose where you are just like, well, your Legos are like this and your hands are out like this. I've lost my little headscarf. So yeah, there's this is quite a chaotic how to find comfort when meditating video, but it's not an actual meditation. We're not going to do one now. Please use one of the other ones for that. Get my little scarf back in place. But yeah, just finding what works. I do actually really enjoy like the straddly type ones where I kind of bolster up. So I make a little pillow mountain, and you can kind of sit on that like this and kind of be tilted forward. So this kind of setup does really work for me. Another video when I go into more details of like different schools of meditation, we can talk a bit about why the whys and wheres of why that might be good for somebody. But I hope this has been useful, and I hope you're having some joy and some mindful moments and some goodness from these videos. I really appreciate my friends and family supporting me with this. It's really nice. I hope you're getting something from it. Please do message me with any requests that you've got. I'd greatly appreciate it. Alright, take care. Bye.